What is
RTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
People love the Monster Jam.
I know. Kate just said she's volunteering herself for that assignment.
She'll be coughing up dirt for a week, though. Things are loud and
I know you need some earplugs. Yeah.
You should bring Brooklyn. It's always cute when you see like the little ones.
Yeah, with the big headphones.
Yeah.
It's sweet. Yeah.
Well, welcome in. It is 5 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, October 7th. Here we go, and we're going to start feeling like October.
Yeah, it's finally starting to feel like it, and some rain is expected, which is much needed.
Yeah, much needed. I know it doesn't feel like it's going to cool down just yet. It's actually not that bad, our temperatures this morning, but got a cold front moving through today, and it's going to be, as Dave Eichhorn used to always call it, the day of change. That was always his signature. So here's what it looks like right now on the radar. Everything is pretty quiet, but let's widen the view out. There's the rain. It's over Canada, Michigan, and Ohio. It's making its way towards Syracuse later this morning. The timing, after about 10, 11 o'clock, we're going to notice some scattered rain showers. But it's really this afternoon, this evening, and especially after sunset tonight is when the real steady stuff really gets in here. And that's going to bring in some cool temperatures. We're saying goodbye to the 70s and 80s as we close out the week. We'll have more on that coming up with your Timecast in a few minutes.
Today marks the second...
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Tuesday morning. I wanted to start you off with Morrisville, the Skynet 9 camera showing off the full supermoon going on right now. It peaked at about 11:45 last night. We still have the moon for about another hour or so, and it was a supermoon too, the harvest supermoon. Tom, one of our favorite photographers who's always sending us great photos, sent us this last night. So you probably noticed the moon looked really cool last night, and so maybe you're able to catch a glimpse of it before those clouds come rolling in this morning. And those clouds are ahead of some much needed rain. We're starting off dry, but this afternoon and especially this evening, it's going to be rainy and some much needed rain. We have not had rain in 10 days. And you can see how our chances for rain really start to ramp up here the second half of our day today, where we are going to pick up upwards of a ½ inch or more of rainfall. Not happening yet, but it is on the way. We look back towards our west and we're noticing some light showers starting to creep in towards Erie, Pennsylvania and Buffalo. And eventually we are going to tap into all of this and maybe even some thunderstorms. So let's take it through in the Timecast. So we're waking up temperatures 50s and 60s right now. Clouds are rolling in here. Still not a lot of rain happening from now until about 10 o'clock or so, and then by lunchtime we have some rain. So you're going to want to leave the house this morning with the rain jackets. Not so much for the morning, but for when you're coming home later on today. After school, after work, we're dealing with more of these scattered rain showers. And even for this evening, if you know you're going to be outside for a prolonged period of time, like watching kids soccer or anything like that, you're going to want the umbrellas for that. Here's 9 o'clock. It's well after sunset at this point. Look at this slide. This is indicating to me most likely some thunderstorms going on here. So those gusty winds, heavy downpours. This cold front swings on through after midnight tonight. We wake up tomorrow morning cooler, and it's going to set the tone for that fall feel to the air tomorrow. Now, because we have cooler air blowing over warmer lake waters, put the two together, you get lake effect rain. And so that's the little bit of green that you're seeing showing up here on the Timecast. And we'll have some of that for tomorrow mixing in with the sunshine, but ½ inch to 1 inch of rain is certainly possible. So we'll be keeping an eye on things because, of course, we don't want it to rain too fast, too quickly, right? Because that could cause some flooding issues. But things are moving up and out of here. Breezy, cooler for tomorrow. We got some cool air coming in Thursday, Friday during the day, yes, but at nighttime, I mean, by Friday morning, a lot of us are getting probably our first widespread frost and freeze. We've had some patchy frost here and there, but Friday morning is really, we're going to wake up feeling the chill, and then we'll gradually come out of that over the long holiday weekend.
Okay, time now 5:15.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, here's a check of the radar. Not much happening yet. Even in New York State, it hasn't quite moved in, but our rain is really starting to ramp up here this afternoon and this evening. So a dry morning, second half of our day, though. The rain is really peaking just after sunset through about midnight, and then our things will kind of taper off tomorrow. Then we're left with just a few lake effect rain showers tomorrow. Usually I'm showing you daily highs, but I really want to point out the overnight lows coming at us. So Thursday night, Wednesday night and Thursday night. So Thursday morning, Friday morning's temperatures, I mean, we're looking at some pretty cold temps. We have mid-30s even in Syracuse, so we're looking at some widespread frost going on Friday morning.
I'm just telling you.
But last night it was quite the sight.
Yeah.
It's going to look even cooler within the next half hour, so it gets lower and lower.
Oh, there you go. That's a good shot of it there.
I believe moon set is like 6:15 this morning.
Hey, Kate, why is the moon so hungry?
Oh,
Why?
Because it's only full once a month.
he's looking up moon jokes over
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I don't just, have them in this giant space up here. All right, welcome in. You have the gang here, Rachel, Ryan, and Kate.
Thanks for sticking with us here.
Yeah, especially after that dad joke, though. Not switching the channel. How are we looking as we get out the door?
Dad, I can't get that anywhere else.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
You can try. You're not going to find it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We got rain.
Yeah,
come
got
on.
rain.
we need.
Which we really did. It's been 10 days since we've had any rain. It's been a minute.
Which
so.
reminds me, I don't think I brought my cushions in.
Oh, off the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't either. I was going to do that yesterday. Thank you for the reminder. See, this is classic TV right here. You got your dad jokes and you got your things that are practical that you can take away with you today. We got 50s and 60s this morning. Yeah, if you're like me and Rachel and forgot to bring your cushions in, do it this morning, all right, before they get poured on. We don't have any rain yet, but it is on the way, and we're really going to get in on this rain after lunchtime today. So I do recommend having a rain jacket so that way you're prepared for after school, after work. Temperatures not too shabby in the 70s today.
For the second straight morning.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good morning. There's the full harvest super moon right there. Our photographer Anthony Vecchio out capturing it for us. Looks very spooky with the clouds rolling in. Yeah, we had some really cool photos that was sent to us. So maybe you saw when it was rising last night. It looked really cool. That's the thing about super moons. They look bigger and brighter. It's all an optical illusion. All right, so here's the Skynet 9 camera in Morrisville. We can see it behind this cloud right there. Not bad this morning. A lot of us were in the 50s and 60s, so it's warmer than it was this time yesterday. At the bus stop, not a whole lot happening now. You're definitely not feeling the chill out there like we did the last couple of days, but the clouds are rolling in, and then after school, we're dealing with rain showers. Our rainiest part of our day is going to be the second half of the day. After about lunchtime, that's when we're dealing with rain, and it's going to come down pretty heavy and steady at times after sunset tonight. So not a whole lot happening on the radar at the moment. There's a little bit of some sprinkles. It's probably not even reaching the ground out over in the Finger Lakes, but you look even farther to the west, towards Toronto, Erie, Cleveland, Cincinnati. That's where you see some of the rain, and there's our cold front. That's what's going to bring changes to this very warm, dry pattern that we've been stuck in. So clouds are rolling on in. You're going to notice more and more of those clouds this morning. And then there's their lunchtime, dealing with these rain showers, coming down a little steady at times, still dealing with scattered rain showers after school. And then this evening, we're approaching. This cold front is moving at us, and you can see the reds and the oranges, and so that's some pretty heavy downpours because the ground is so dry. It's been 10 days since we've had rain. We don't want that rain coming down too fast because the ground will have a really tough time absorbing it. It's like raining on concrete, basically. So it's going to run off pretty quickly, and we'll have to keep a watchful eye for any poor drainage areas, some of that flash flooding, ponding, and whatnot. So just be mindful of that, especially in the nighttime hours. It's going to be tougher to see at night. And then we're up and out of here. Tomorrow morning, not much happening during the day. Tomorrow, precipitation-wise, little bit of lake effect. Not much, because we do have a gusty northwest wind, and our temperatures are in the 50s and low 60s tomorrow. So here's your sweater weather right here. Because we have that breeze and the cooler air blowing over warmer lake waters, what do you get? Lake effect. And so that's why we do think we'll have a little bit of that around. Forecast rainfall amounts, we need this. We don't want too much, but we do need some rain. Half inch to an inch or more. especially within those downpours. And then after today, I mean, there's really no more rain again. We're watching something maybe coming up the coast Sunday night, Monday, but right now, a lot of that looks to stay south of us for the holiday weekend.
RTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, October 7th. You have Ryan and Rachel here with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, and it's finally starting to feel like October around here.
Getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
The cold front is coming. The day of change, right?
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say Kate's calling it a day of change.
Hey, I don't coin that. That was always Dave Eichhorn's phrase. Yeah, that was his go-to phrase for days like today when you have a cold front moving through. It's bringing much-needed rain and a drastic dip in our temperatures, too. We had 84 degrees yesterday, but we're saying goodbye to that for quite some time. It is 62 this morning, 52 in Norwich, and then 63 up in Sodus, and there's the rain. So it's not raining yet, but it will this afternoon, and we're really going to see those downpours and even some possible thunderstorms happening this evening. All that's going to bring that fall feel that a lot of you have been really wanting and craving. We're going to notice some drops in temperatures in the daytime highs, but really going to be shown in the overnight lows, too. I'll have more on that in your 7-day forecast coming up.
Thank you, Kate. Today marks the...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I pulled up the Oswego camera. We've been fighting the clouds a little bit, but we can see the full harvest supermoon. This is from the Oswego Speedway. They're getting ready for a super dirt week as things kick off tomorrow. It's been really cool to see the track getting ready and all the RVs coming in. So there's our full harvest moon right there. We're starting off pretty quiet, but those clouds are beginning to roll in, and that's ahead of rain that is on the way today. Some much needed rain too. So we're sitting at 62 right now at the Syracuse airport. We have 50s and 60s this morning, so it doesn't feel that chilly like it's been the last few days. A relatively dry start to our day, but not so much for after school, after work. That's when our chances for rain start to go up, and it really peaks here after sunset tonight with some heavier, steadier rain moving in. And we're expecting to pick up anywhere from a ½ inch to even more than an inch of rainfall for some of you in the next 24 hours. So not a whole lot happening right now. We got a couple, just some very light kind of mist and sprinkles going on in the southern Finger Lakes. But otherwise, the bulk of our rain is still back to our west. Still has a couple of hours to get in here, but our chances for rain really start to go up here after lunchtime today. Now, before that happens, our temperatures have the opportunity to get into the 70s today. So there's no more 80s. We're probably done with the 80s. I think we'll still get some warmer weather in here this month, but the 80s are pretty much, I think, donezo until springtime. But here's our rain. It's coming out a little steady with that first initial push of everything. The actual cold front itself, you can see it right there. That moves in after sunset tonight. And when it does, we're expecting some heavier downpours, possibly some thunder, some gusty winds going on. And this is bringing in some cooler air. A lot of you have spoken on my Facebook page about how you're done with the 80s and the warmer weather. Some of you do like it. I'm in the camp of I like it. But for those of you that want that cooler air, I got that for you. Tomorrow, we're in the 50s and 60s. And of course, when you have cooler air blowing over the lake, what do you get? Lake effect. That's what this is right there. A little bit of some light showers, a little bit of lake effect going on for tomorrow. Very minimal, like less than 10% of our viewing area getting that. But it's breezy too. You got that northwest wind. You got temperatures in the 50s. Here's 6 o'clock tomorrow night. You got to watch your kids play soccer. It's going to be chilly. So make sure you pick a spot that's in the sun. Maybe have a blanket on you because you're going to feel the chill for tomorrow evening. And I really want to point out the overnight temperatures though. Yeah. Thursday morning and especially Friday morning. Now, we've only had like a little bit of patchy frost the last week or two, but like everyone, I think, is fair game to get in on some frost Friday morning.
Okay.
So prepare your plans for that.
Bundle up.
So beautiful days, cold nights.
Exactly. So far looking good for the holiday weekend, though.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, yeah.
Well, let's see how good you are at answering.
Now, your forecast first. certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Another check at the radar. Not much happening right now, but we have the rain back to our west, and that gets in here later on today. After about lunchtime, that's when more of these rain showers are really going to be on the up and up, especially after sunset tonight. Rain coming down a little heavy and steady at times. You may have noticed the colors really starting to pop now. We're getting closer and closer to peak time. We're getting to peak and even past peak up in the Adirondacks. Also, our colors this year pretty muted. That's because of how dry it's been lately. You know, we've gone 10 days with no rain. And prior to that, we went like 15 days without any rain. So it's been a very, very dry fall. And then after today, we're going on another dry streak. We're going to watch a little something coming up the coast on Monday. But even then, like, it looks like it's missing us.
Will the rain bring down our leaves, though? I'm a little worried about that.
It is going to be breezy the next couple of days, so that'll help bring more of that down, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of raking this weekend.
Oh, good. The boys have something to do. Taylor Swift's new album taking over. Okay, so we are in a kind of a crucial week where we're still going to have some beautiful weather ahead, but it's going to feel like October now, finally.
We're finally going to feel like fall.
Yeah.
At least this week. Next week's going to be warm again. So.
Well, never mind that.
Well, a little sneak peek. Yeah, well, at least, you know, the next few days. Today, we're still in the 70s. I mean, you can even feel the difference when you step outside the door this morning. It's not nearly as cool as it's been. We have 68 right now in Skinny Atlas, 62 in Syracuse, and there's the rain. So we have some much needed rain on the way, and that's coming in by lunchtime. We're in and out of these showers pretty much throughout the afternoon, and it really starts to come down tonight when we have our cold front moving through, and that's going to bring in that cooler air to set us up for the second half of the week.
For the second straight morning.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good morning. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. There we go. I'm standing right in front of the moon. That's the full harvest supermoon going on right now as we look from the Skynet 9 camera from the Oswego Speedway. That's getting ready for Super Dirt Week. There's the track right there. We got some much needed rain coming our way today, but good news, it's out of here tomorrow, and then we got a dry stretch of weather, so no issues for Super Dirt Week coming at us this week. But as you're heading out the door this morning, doesn't feel that bad outside. Certainly not as cool as it has been. It's cloudy, temperatures in the 60s for a lot of us. But you're going to want to grab a rain jacket. Even though it's not raining now, it will be this afternoon for a lot of you, dealing with some scattered rain showers and really starting to pick up its pace, though, this evening. So if you are going to be out and about this evening, I do recommend having an umbrella on standby or those rain jackets with you, because we're picking up at least a half-inch or more of rainfall for a lot of us in central New York in the next 24 hours. So there's not a whole lot happening on the radar right now. We have some very light showers already moving into the Finger Lakes. Things will start to pick up its pace a bit, though, once we get closer towards lunchtime, and more so during that evening commute through sunset tonight. So let me show you that on the timecast. Clouds this morning, but we have our first push of some steady rain here right around 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And then after school hours, we're dealing with scattered rain showers. Temperatures are in the low 70s today, so it's not 80s. We're pretty much done with that, but it's still above average in the 70s today. Here's your cold front. 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, we have this moving through. The oranges and reds telling me that that's most likely going to be some thunder, some heavy rain going on. This moves out of here overnight, and then we wake up tomorrow morning in the 50s. The wind is picking up. We have some breaks of sun. But because we have that cooler air blowing over the lake, we're likely going to be dealing with some lake effect rain showers. But tomorrow is definitely a cooler day. You're going to want your sweaters for tomorrow, and especially tomorrow evening if you're out and about. You're really going to feel that chill if you're not in the direct sun. Thursday morning, everyone's in the 30s. Same deal with Friday morning. Better chance at some widespread frost. We've been talking about like patchy frost for the last week or two, but this time like everyone's got a shot at frost for Friday morning. 3-day holiday weekend, upper 60s, like not bad.
Okay.
Looking good, yeah. Especially got camping plans, like all good.
Looking good.
Yeah, we like it.
Let's see if you're looking good by answering today's question of the day. But will you have beef with the forecast?
Yeah, I was going to say, Ryan, you treating lunch today? Yeah. No, not until next Wednesday. Here's what it looks like right now on the radar. We have a little bit of rain starting to move in over the Finger Lakes. Otherwise, the real steady stuff gets in here by lunchtime today. Maybe if you're heading to Shake Shack, you'll want your rain jackets with you. We've been looking at the moon, but the clouds are really starting to roll in here. This is the Skynet 9 camera in Oswego from the Speedway. That'll be rocking and rolling here later this week for Super Dirt Week. But we're dealing with the rain today, and then we're getting it out of here so Dirt Week can be dry, which is good. Sometimes I know they don't have the best of luck. But yes, the holiday weekend, feeling like fall, not too bad. A little chilly after today, but you know, I've been hearing from a lot of you. You want it, so here it is.
They're ready. All right, thanks so much for joining us. Hey, don't forget to download the WSYR Plus app so you can keep watching the morning news at 7 a.m.